Hey y'all, happy May. We are traveling up our chakra system once more, and we are this month focusing our attention on the throat chakra. This is the seat of self-expression and communication. So I thought we could have some sort of expansive, curious play around this concept today. Grab a blanket and some blocks or props if you have them, but more than anything, grab a journal and a pen or a piece of paper and pen, because this, after sort of paying attention to the seat of self-expression, this is a beautiful time to tap into that as an action, right? So moving into the action of self-expression and journaling is a great way to tap into this a little bit more. So we'll work with some throat openers, throat chakra openers, as well as sort of back neck openers a little bit. We'll move a little bit and then we'll bring it down, but let's have some fun. So focusing always sort of our attention on this throat chakra center, this area right in here. And first, let's start by closing down the eyes, finding a comfortable seat, allowing your hips to lift up above your knees, if that is a more sustainable and comfortable seat, and settling our breath, bringing our mind to our inhales and our exhales, allowing our body to find stillness. Begin noticing your inhales turning into exhales and your exhales turning back into inhales. One of my favorite forms of meditation includes chanting and mantra and singing, and obviously that is difficult in a virtual experience, but I thought we could play around with that just a little bit. So we're not going to sing today, but we are going to hum. And so beginning to hum, notice the vibration in your throat and your mouth and your jaw and nasal cavity. So it just sounds like this, breathing in. And on your exhale, and naturally allowing the end of your exhale to be the end of the hum, and breathing in once more. And on your exhale, let it be a hum. It does not have to sound good. It just has to vibrate in your throat and jaw and mouth and nasal cavity. So I'm going to explore this on my own for a few rounds, and I invite you to do the same. Not on any particular beat, but just letting your natural inhales be inhales and your exhales be a hum. Final deep breath in. And then humming exhale out. Natural breath in. And a clearing breath out. One more of those. Deep breath in through your nose. And a clearing breath out your mouth. It's a little different. You can feel free to blink your eyes open. A little bit different, but try it out. I sometimes notice that just humming kind of allows my nervous system to down-regulate a little bit. So if I'm feeling a little bit amped up or agitated, sometimes I just hum on my own. Cute little thing you get to do if you live alone, I guess. So let's begin by moving our body and exploring some gentle neck rolls and head circles. So finding any organic movement on your own, dropping chin to chest, ear to shoulder, lifting your chin to the sky and your other ear to the shoulder, and reversing whenever that feels good to you, but just making this your own. This is your practice. Find some movement that feels right in your body, that feels good to your soul. Finding stillness, neck long, and drop left ear to left shoulder gently. And pausing here for a breath or two. And then begin by extending right palm outward. You should notice a really kind of interesting tension through your forearm and up into your shoulder. And on your next exhale, drop your right fingertips down toward the floor. If they reach the floor, beautiful. And if not, just let them float. And notice a real deep sensation through the right side of your neck. And beginning to rotate your head to deepen this expression a little further. If you find a spot that feels extra juicy, pause there. On your inhale, bring your head and neck back through neutral. And on an exhale, turn your head towards your right side, dropping ear, dropping chin, finding that same length. And when you're ready, press your left hand out, fingers flexed up to sky. And on your exhale, release your fingertips down to the floor, lengthening through the left side of your neck. And again, rotating head in any way that feels right to find an even deeper expression here. Continuing to breathe. On your inhale, bringing head and neck back up through center and allowing a deep breath in, broadening through your chest and shoulders, and an exhale. Removing any props and coming into tabletop. Allow your shoulders to stack above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Finding stillness, finding a neutral spine. Inhaling, dropping your belly, gazing up toward the sky. Exhale, round your back, drop your forehead, drop the crown of your head toward the floor. Inhale, release your chest and belly down to the floor, gazes up. Exhale, round your back, cat. On your next inhale, coming through cow, staying for a beat. And when you exhale, stick your tongue out, breathing hot air out through your mouth. This is called lion's breath. On your next exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, lion's breath. One more just like that. Inhaling. Exhaling, cat. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze is up. Exhale, lion's breath. Finding a neutral spine and any little wiggles or shakes that might feel good. And tucking your toes, pressing through your palms, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Walking your dog, pedaling out one heel, dropping one heel to the mat, and then the other, bending through your knees. Chest presses gently back toward your thighs, keeping your knees bent, and allow your head to hang softly. Finding stillness. Grounding through your left foot, right foot comes to sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping right foot in between both hands, releasing left knee down toward the floor, untucking your left toes, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, arms reach up. We're taking this really slow here. Allow your hands to reach toward the sky, long through your neck, long through your spine. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms, elbows come east and west. On your inhale, grab a hold or interlace your fingers so they can come and rest on the base of your skull. And with each inhale, gaze a little higher toward the sky, allowing your head to rest heavy in the cradle of the palms of your hands. This is a full throat expression, so bringing your attention once more to that throat chakra center. On your inhale, releasing your hands up toward the sky. Exhale, frame the right foot. Tuck your left toe, lift your left knees up off the ground, and hopping that left foot up to meet the right, feet shoulder width apart. Exhaling, forward fold. Release your head toward the floor, draping your chest on the tops of your thighs, grabbing opposite elbows and swaying right and left. Finding stillness. And on your next inhale, halfway lift, palms come to shins or knees or thighs, flat back, gaze is toward the floor. Exhale, release, forward fold. On your inhale, sweep your hands up toward the sky, reaching your hands up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, arms reach toward sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your next exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back, coming in to plank. Inhale, and on your exhale, shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Pedaling your dog out, bending one knee and then the next. And when you're ready, finding stillness. Moving through that same flow on the other side, planting your right foot and sweeping your left foot up toward the sky. Hips stay level. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to nose, rounding through your back and planting your left foot in between both hands, releasing your right knee down toward the floor and untucking your right toes, arms reach up toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Interlacing fingers behind the nape of your neck, base of your skull, and on an inhale, release your head so that it hangs in the cradle of your hand, elbows out east and west, throat open. On your next inhale, arms sweep back up through center. Exhale, plant your hands around your foot, tucking your right toe, lifting your right knee, and bringing your right foot up toward the left. Exhaling, forward fold. Once again, allowing your head and neck to be heavy. Finding any audible exhales, and a clearing breath out to really ground your energy here. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Gazes toward the floor. Exhale, release, forward fold. On your next inhale, arms sweep up toward the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms, lion's breath, tongue sticks out. Inhale, arms reach up. Let's do that one more time. Cactus your arms, lion's breath. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive your arms down. Release your hands toward the floor, planting your palms and stepping one foot back and then the next. Holding plank for a few rounds of breath here, beginning to build a little heat. And on your next exhale, shifting hips back to find downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're heating up a little bit. All right, so planting through your left foot, sweeping your right foot up toward the sky. And on your exhale, shift your weight forward, bring your knee to nose. Plant that right foot in between your hands. And this time we're keeping our knee, our back knee, our left knee up. Grounding down through your feet, through your right foot is planted, left toes and ball mound of foot are planted. Find some stability here. And when you're ready, inhale, sweeping the arms up. High lunge. Allow for a generous bend in your back knee to create a little bit of length so that you don't dump all the way in to your low back. You should feel a nice stretch through that left hip. Arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, cactus your arms. Ooh, if you find some wobbles, that's okay. And on your next exhale, bear hug the arms or eagle the arms, allowing your right hand, right arm, right inner elbow to sort of hug around your left elbow. it should look like this. So if you're here, allow your right arm to come underneath your left, grasping your right hand around your left palm, but maintaining that stability, that same orientation in your legs. High lunge, inhale, shift back, opening up through your throat chakra and chest. Exhale, coming back up through center, arms release, sweep all the way up. And on your exhale, open up, find warrior two. Left foot spins parallel toward the short edge of your mat. Right toes face forward. Arms come north and south on your mat. Warrior two, bending through your right knee. Finding that fierce energy and settling. Reverse your warrior, flip your front palm. Gently reach forward before you reach back. Long through that right side body. Inhale. And on your exhale, side angle. This is a great opportunity for props. So if you have a block, bring it to the inside of your right foot so that your right hand can plant, keeping that same bend in your right knee. Left arm reaches up toward the sky. And if you'd like, extend your left hand toward the front of your mat, extended side angle. Beautiful and powerful. Inhale, coming back up through center, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel both hands to frame your right foot. Step right foot back to meet the left. High plank. On your next exhale, lower all the way down, or knees, chest, chin, elbows tracking back alongside your ribs. Keeping hands planted. On your inhale, lift your chest, gaze forward and up. Exhale, release. One more time, cobra or up dog. Inhale, really expansive through your throat. Exhale, release. Tucking toes, shifting hips up, coming any way that feels right, coming through tabletop or child's pose, but meeting in a downward facing dog. Deep breaths in here. Lola came to visit. Hips shift up toward the sky. And moving through that same flow on the left side. Planting your right foot, shifting your left up, reaching it toward the sky. And on your next exhale, bring your left knee to nose and planting that left foot in between your hands. We're building this high lunge from the ground up. So first paying attention to that grounded sensation between your left foot and your right toe. Keeping your knees steady, hips firm and strong. And when you're ready, reach arms up, high lunge. Settling here. One last inhale. And on the exhale, cactus your arms. Eagle wrap the arms left under right this time. We're switching the orientation of the grip. Right palm is open, left fingers wrap around right palm. Inhale, gazing up and back, opening through your throat and chest. Exhale, release. Once more, inhale, up and back. Exhale, release. Arms open out wide. Back heel spins down. Warrior two, long through your fingertips. Strong in that front leg. Back leg rooted down. Whew. And when you're ready, flip that front palm, reach forward, up and back, reversing your warrior. Right hand can rest on the outside of your right thigh or wrap around your back. Anything that feels good to you that allows for that length through your left side body. And on your exhale, extended side angle on the other side. Hand can come to the ground. Palm can rest on the knee if you don't have any props. I'm playing with props today, so allow your palm to rest gently. You're not going to dump all of your weight into the block, but allow it to rest gently on the block so that you can open broad through the chest, long through the neck. Right hand comes toward the sky, strong through the bottom half of your body. And on an exhale, reaching that top arm toward the front of the room. Stay for one more round of breath. And on an exhale, lift up, warrior two. Cartwheel both hands to frame the front foot. Stepping front foot back to meet the right foot, coming into high plank. If a full chaturanga is in your practice, I invite you to explore that. And if you're like me, you can lower your knees and bending through the elbows, chest and chin come toward the floor. Palms stay planted right by your ribs. Inhale, gaze is up and forward. Throat is open. Exhale, release. Once more, up dog or cobra. Inhaling our gaze up, opening through our throat. Exhale, release. All right, shifting hips back toward your heels, coming into a child's pose. Allowing your hips to sink toward your heels. Forehead can rest on the floor. Allowing any audible exhales out your mouth that might feel good. We've just built some heat, so it might feel really natural to discharge some of that energy. We're just letting our heart rate settle. Letting our body find a sense of groundedness and a sense of ease. We'll be here for about a minute longer. And when you're ready, you can slowly walk your torso upright. Finding a lifted chest. Oh, we worked. Excuse me, Lola. I'm gonna move her. So we have one last kind of intense pose that is sort of the ultimate throat opener. And then we'll settle a little bit. So if camel is in your practice, that's what we're moving on to now. Camel can be really intense for a lot of people. It is a true heart opener, throat opener, and it's really energizing. So if you are doing this before bed, I would recommend skipping this one. This is definitely like a powerful pose. I'm going to show you a couple of different modifications. So if you are newer to your practice, do not worry. I gotcha. So coming up onto knees. So what this is going to look like is up before back. So what I don't want to see is just like crunched sacrums and low backs. I have back problems anyway. Don't do that. But opening first as you gaze up and bringing your palms so your fingertips face downward toward the floor, but they press firmly into your sacrum, your low back. Gaze is up and allow your head to release toward your spine. This is a beautiful expression. Head can kind of rest gently on your shoulders. Heart is open, throat is definitely open. And on an inhale, slowly press into your sacrum to allow your head to gently lift. Begin by coming up, back through center. Shoulders roll down your spine. So if that was good for you, stop. If you want something a little bit deeper, there are two further options. One is to take a prop, and you can place it between your feet. And so allowing your neck, your head to drop back towards your neck, throat is open, chin is up, and releasing enough so that your palms can rest on that prop. This is a really deep heart opener and chest opener. Head, once again, is resting on shoulders. A few rounds of breath. Don't pay attention so that you're not squeezing your glutes or sticking your belly out. That can cause a little bit of sensation in your low back. And on your next inhale, lift your head and slowly roll the spine up. Placing one palm on your chest and one palm on your belly to find a sense of groundedness. And if you would like the full expression, which truly is not even my favorite at all, in fact, this might be my least favorite yoga pose, it looks like tucking your toes, finding that neutral orientation in your pelvis. Pelvis is forward, chin lifts, gaze is up toward the sky, and slowly coming back so that your hands can rest on your heels. Full expression here. Returning to your breath. Heart is definitely open. And when you're ready to come out, slowly lift your head and pressing up one side and then the next. Coming back to sit on your heels, closing down your eyes, one hand at your heart and one hand at your belly. Noticing your breath, noticing your heart. My heart is always super fast after a big expressive heart opener like this. That's what I mean by energizing. But allow your spine to be long and neutral here. There can be a temptation to immediately flump over. But we really want to sort of be with the length that we've created. Be with the energy that we've created. Be with our breath. Let's take 3 more breaths on our own. ready, shift onto one side so that feet can come out in front of you. Bringing your right foot in and your left knee stacks on top of right, shoelace pose. Hips should be level. If they're not, grab a blanket, level-ish. Nothing is perfect, right? So level-ish. I always need a blanket because my hips get kind of locked up. But left knee is stacking on top of right. Feet come out east and west. On your inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms, lion's breath. Wrapping left arm underneath right, eagle arms here. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release, round your back. On your next inhale, release your arms float up. Exhale, release arms down to the floor, folding torso over knees, releasing your head. Head might feel really good just resting on the left knee, or finding some props to stack in front of this knee bundle so that head can find some stability. And we'll be here for a few minutes, so make sure that you are comfortable enough to find a sustainable pose with just enough sensation, but not at all any pain, never any pain, but something that you can hold for 2 or 3 minutes. That's about how long we'll be here. If you notice that you're holding on to any tension, invite a sense of softness. We'll take 5 more breaths on your own, unrushed. Pressing through the palms and bringing your torso upright. Head lifts long through the spine. Removing any props temporarily. Unwrap your knees. Feet plant on the floor in front of you. Altar pose. Lift your hips up. And exhale, release. Stacking opposite foot, so that'll be left foot in toward your hips. Right knee stacks on top of left knee. Finding that stability below your hips. Inhale, arms reach up through center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, eagle wrap the arms right under left, right fingertips, wrap around left palm. On your next inhale, reach your arms up toward the sky and slightly back, opening through your throat. Exhale, round your back, elbows come toward belly button. Inhale, unwrap your arms, arms sweep up. And on your exhale, fold your torso over your knees, coming into a forward fold. Finding any props once more, or just allowing your head to rest on your right knee. Palms can be planted on the floor, or if it's comfortable, you can stack your forearms and allow your head to rest on them. I'll keep my palms on the floor. And this might feel different. My right hip feels a lot tighter than my left. But that's okay. All experiences are welcome. Settling your mind and settling your breath. Inviting any tension to melt away. Allow your tongue to come away from the roof of your mouth. Release your jaw. Noticing if any tension has crept back up. And once again, softening with your exhale. We'll take 5 more breaths on your own here. And with each exhale, let something else go. Pressing through your palms so that your torso can lift and your shoulders can lift, and finally your head can lift. Just find some stillness. Removing any props once more, and plant your feet a little wider than shoulders distance, planting hands behind your hips, and windshield wiper your knees right and left, releasing any bits of tension that crept into your hips. Move that lactic acid through. Yeah, great. So our final pose is fish pose. This is truly one of my favorites. If you need props. You probably need props. Get props. So because it's restorative, let's take props on the medium setting. And if you don't have blocks, oh, hi, Lola. Oh, I said fish. That's the worst joke. That's the worst joke. If you don't have blocks, pillows will do. But bringing one prop about toward the middle of your back, kind of where your bra strap would be, and releasing your head to the second prop. Adjusting what needs to be adjusted, and lengthening your feet out long. Arms come out wide. And release. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, so if this is really uncomfortable or really tense, skip it. Lie on the floor. That's okay. There are no rules. Release your jaw. About 3 more breaths on your own. And when you're ready to come out, find your elbows on the ground first. And much like we came out of camel, first lift your head up, gazing towards your toes, and slide your elbows back further so that you can prop yourself up on your elbows, and slowly make your way up to a seat, removing any props. And I thought we'd end in legs up the wall, which is super restorative, really good. We did a lot of opening through here, and now we're gonna sort of finish it out with opening through our back legs, our hamstrings and calves. So if you have a wall, find it. And if you don't, Shavasana, lie down, find a comfortable final resting pose. But if you want to join me in legs up the wall, scooch your hips, your seat, as close to the wall as possible. And it's going to take a little shimmy shake to get your hips flush with the wall, and extend one foot out and then the next. And there's no graceful way to come into this pose, so you don't gotta look cute. But extend your legs up toward the ceiling. Palms can face open out in a deep, low V alongside your torso. Notice the sensation of the reversal of energy, right? The blood is rushing, draining from your feet toward your heart. Notice that sensation. if you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, and bringing your knees in toward your chest. Rolling on to one shoulder, keeping knees tucked in, and just resting. Beginning to slowly make your way back up to a seat. Once again, finding a comfortable position with hips above knees and a long spine. Closing down the eyes once more. I don't know about you, but I feel great. That was just what I needed today to move some energy. My goodness, sorry about my pets. My cat is very old, and she runs the whole household. So once again, closing your eyes down, placing one hand at your heart and stacking the other hand on top of that first hand. Tuning back into your breath. Deep inhales and releasing exhales. Both palms press at heart center, thumb knuckle, press in toward chest. Chest expands toward your palms. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. That was fun. That felt different. I have not felt really called to move my body in a dynamic way recently, so that was fun for me. Humble head bows toward a spacious, kind, and loving heart. Satnam. All right, so that was your movement practice. I invite you to sit with your thoughts for a few moments, to journal if you are called to journal. Just write down any thoughts that have been rolling around in your head, any sensations, feelings, emotions. I'm gonna do the same, but because this was so centered on this throat chakra center, it's a fantastic opportunity to use that as a means of self-expression. So I'm gonna journal for a little while. I invite you to do the same. Have a wonderful day.